Hey everyone, welcome to our deep dive on AI and money.
Yeah, we're diving deep into all those articles and reports you send us about investing in the world of artificial intelligence.
And I'm excited to have you here with us today to help break it all down.
Yeah, the goal is to help you really understand how to make money with AI and how you can potentially get a piece of that action.
No matter how much you have to invest.
Right.
One article I read actually compared investing in AI now to investing in electricity back in the 1920s.
It's a powerful analogy. AI could add trillions to the global economy in just a few years.
Trillions with a T.
Yeah. But should you buy stock in that company making those AI-powered robot dogs?
Right. Are those the real deal or just a cool gimmick?
We'll unpack all of that.
We'll tackle the question you had about getting started even if you don't have a ton of cash to throw around.
Absolutely.
But first, let's break down what AI actually is.
Okay.
It feels like everything is AI powered these days.
Right. It's become a buzzword.
Is it all hype?
Well, your research actually made a good point. It said to think of AI as a set of tools.
Tools.
Yeah,
Okay.
those tools are algorithms that can learn and make decisions based on data.
So yeah, it's powering those chatbots everyone's talking about.
Yeah, you got it.
But it's doing a lot more than that, right?
Way more. The articles you sent had some great examples of how AI is being used in logistics.
Logistics.
Yeah, one company is using AI for route optimization.
Okay.
They're cutting delivery times by 15% and fuel consumption by 8%.
Wow. That's a huge cost savings.
Right.
So it's about finding those companies that are actually using AI to change the game, not just slapping a label on things.
Exactly.
They're solving real-world problems and disrupting industries.
Right. The investment opportunity comes from identifying those companies before they become household names.
So if you could go back in time and invest in the companies that built the electrical grid before everyone had lights in their homes,
Yeah.
that kind of potential.
Exactly. One interesting approach your research mentioned is the picks and shovels strategy.
Picks and shovels, what's that?
Instead of investing in companies that are directly using AI, we look at the companies providing the tools that AI companies need.
Okay, so like in a gold rush, the people selling the picks and shovels made a fortune.
Yeah, even if they never found any gold themselves.
So who are the pick and shovel companies in the AI world?
Well, you'd want to look at chip manufacturers like NVIDIA.
NVIDIA, I've heard of them.
They make the GPUs that are crucial for running those complex AI algorithms.
Okay.
And your research specifically mentioned this one company.
Yeah.
They specialize in chips that are even more efficient and tailored for AI tasks.
Interesting. So they're like the high-end shovel makers.
Exactly. Their chips have this feature.
What is it?
It allows for faster processing and lower energy consumption, which gives their customers an edge in the AI space.
Okay, so that's one type of picks and shovels company. What else is there?
We also have cloud computing platforms like Microsoft Azure.
Right.
They provide the infrastructure for running those massive AI applications.
They're like what the railroads were for the gold rush.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm guessing companies like Google who manage tons of data also fit into this.
Because data is like the fuel.
Yeah, data is the fuel for AI. So companies that can effectively collect, store, and analyze vast amounts of data are essential.
They're like the map makers.
Exactly. Guiding everyone to the gold fields.
Okay, so we've got chip makers, cloud platforms, data companies.
Yep, the foundation of the AI ecosystem.
Now, about that robot dog company, should our listener invest?
That's where it gets tricky.
Okay.
Robot dogs are cool and they show the potential of AI.
Yeah, they are cool.
But we need to look at the company's overall business model.
Their business model.
Are they solving a widespread problem? Is there a clear path to profitability? Or is it more of a niche product?
So cool factor doesn't always equal a good investment.
Exactly. It's about finding companies that are using AI to solve real tangible problems and make money.
Make money. That's the cue, right?
Yeah. Now let's talk about different ways you can actually start investing in AI, because I know you have questions about that.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this all sounds amazing, but how do I actually get started? You sent us some questions about different ways to invest in AI, so let's get into that.
Yeah, you have options.
Okay.
Your research mentioned 3 main paths for investing in AI,
3 paths.
and they cater to different levels of risk and involvement.
Okay, let's hear it.
First up, we've got individual stocks.
Individual stocks, high risk, high reward.
Right, like swiping right on a dating app for companies.
Okay.
You really need to do your homework.
Homework.
Yeah, look at a company's financials, read analyst reports, understand their competition.
So it's not just picking a company with a cool AI product.
No, it's about their business model, their leadership, and their long-term potential.
Got it.
And your research had a great tip for evaluating AI companies.
What's that?
Look for companies that are making money from their AI solutions.
Not just talking about them.
Right. They need to be walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
So show me the money.
Exactly. Individual stocks can be volatile,
Yeah.
but the rewards can be huge if you pick wisely.
High risk, high reward. Okay, but that level of research isn't for everyone.
Right.
What if I'm not a financial expert?
That's where exchange-traded funds or ETFs come in.
ETFs. So
They're like a basket of AI-related
a
stocks.
basket of stocks.
Yeah, so you diversify your investment without picking individual companies.
You mentioned BOTZ and Robo earlier.
Right.
Are those good examples of these ETF things?
They are. Your research actually dug into the differences between them, which I thought was really smart.
Oh, thanks.
BOTZ is more about robotics and industrial automation,
Okay.
while Robo has broader exposure to different AI applications like healthcare and finance.
So which one's better?
It depends on your goals and risk tolerance.
My goals.
Yeah, if you're really into automation, BOTZ might be a good fit.
Okay.
But if you want a more diverse approach,
Yeah.
Robo could be a better choice.
Makes sense. So we've got individual stocks, we've got these ETFs.
Right.
What if I want something even more hands-off, like the set it and forget it approach?
Then mutual funds might be right for you.
Mutual funds.
They're professionally managed funds that invest in a bunch of AI companies.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about picking individual stocks.
So it's like having an expert working for me.
Exactly. Mutual funds can be great for people who are new to investing
Okay.
or who don't have a lot of time
Yeah.
to manage their own portfolio.
Makes sense. So we've got individual stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds.
Right.
Lots of options. Okay, you also asked about what could go wrong with AI investing.
Oh, yes. The risks.
What are some things to watch out for?
Well, the biggest risk is getting caught up in the hype.
Hype.
We've all seen companies slap AI on their products to boost their stock price.
Like blockchain burger inks.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So it's important to see through the hype.
Okay.
Look for companies that are using AI to solve real problems,
And make money.
right? Not just buzzwords.
So due diligence is key.
Absolutely. You need to understand the company,
Yeah.
their business model, their competition, and their long-term potential.
Don't just buy based on the headlines.
No way.
What about regulations? I know governments are still figuring out how to regulate AI.
That's a big one.
Okay.
Regulatory changes could create uncertainty.
For investors.
Yeah. They might increase costs and limit what AI companies can do.
So it's important to stay informed about what governments are doing.
Right. Your research actually made a great point about that.
Oh, yeah.
Staying up to date on the political landscape is just as important as understanding the technology.
So AI investing isn't just about the tech.
No, it's also about understanding the business and the political world.
Right.
It's a complex field, which is what makes it so exciting.
Okay, before we move on, I want to address a couple of specific questions you sent in.
Okay.
First, what if an AI stock I own suddenly drops?
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Stock prices go up and down all the time.
Yeah.
A sudden drop doesn't mean the company is failing.
So take a breath and assess the situation.
Exactly. Has the company's mission changed? Or is it just the market being the market?
So don't make rash decisions.
No. Remember, AI investing is a long game.
Long game.
You're betting on the future, so you got to be patient.
Okay, good advice. You also asked about investing for your kids.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. What are your thoughts on that?
It's great that young people are interested in AI and investing.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to learn about tech and finance.
But should they be putting their college funds into AI stocks?
Probably not.
Okay.
College funds are usually for safer investments,
Right.
but a small investment in a good AI company could be a fun gift.
Like a learning experience.
Exactly. It could spark some great conversations about technology and money.
And who knows, maybe it'll inspire them to work in AI someday.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we covered a lot in this part.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about different investment strategies,
Mm.
the risks involved, and even how to get kids interested in AI.
We've given you the tools and knowledge to get started.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
Think of AI investing as planting seeds for the future.
Seeds.
You're investing in companies that are shaping the world,
Wow.
developing the technologies that will change our lives.
I love that analogy. It's not just about making money.
Right. It's about being part of something bigger.
Okay.
Like any investment, these seeds take time to grow.
Yeah.
But with patience and care, they have the potential to blossom into something amazing.
Beautifully said. Let's move on to the final part.
Okay.
We'll answer any remaining questions and offer some parting advice. We're back for the final part of our AI investing deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground.
We have. You sent in some great questions.
Yeah, let's get to those.
Okay.
One that came up a few times was about governments.
Uh-huh.
How do regulations impact these companies and their stock prices?
The big question.
Right.
Your research even had that report from think tank name about this.
Right.
Governments are trying to figure out how to regulate AI. Yeah, it's tricky.
Especially data privacy and job losses from automation.
Like those self-driving trucks. If new laws slow them down, that could hurt those companies.
Exactly. Regulatory changes make things uncertain for investors.
Yeah.
Companies might have to spend a lot of money to follow new rules.
Right.
Or their AI might get restricted and hurt their profits.
So keeping an eye on what governments are doing is super important.
Definitely. Your research was right about that.
It was.
Keeping up with the laws and politics is just as important as the tech itself.
Now, another question was about red flags.
Red flags.
How can our listener tell if an AI company is the real deal or just hype?
Transparency is key.
Okay.
If a company can't explain how their AI works,
Uh-huh.
or they're vague about their data,
That's a problem.
yeah, that's a warning sign.
So just saying machine learning isn't enough.
Right. Those are important concepts.
Yeah.
But investors need to know how they're actually being used
To solve problems.
and make money. Your research highlighted Company E.
They say they have this amazing AI marketing platform, but they're really secretive about how it works. And they haven't shown many results.
So do your research.
Yeah, look at their track record, their clients.
Yeah.
Independent reviews.
Don't just believe the marketing.
No way.
Okay.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, any words of wisdom for our listeners starting their AI investing journey?
I'd say the most important thing is to think long term.
Long term.
AI is a game changer, but it's still early days.
Okay.
There will be winners and losers,
Right.
and things will keep changing.
So patience is key.
Absolutely. Stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to adjust your strategy.
Great advice. This has been a really insightful deep dive.
It has.
We've learned so much about AI and investing.
From the basics to picking investments, managing risks, and seeing the big picture.
And remember, this is about more than just money.
Right. It's about investing in a future where AI makes the world better.
Exactly.
And that's exciting to be a part of.
Couldn't have said it better. To our listener, thank you for sharing your questions and your research with us.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and happy investing.